Today is Saturday the 6th of October. I'm standing outside the cabanas. We're about to go visit some new friends that we've known for about a week, Kathi and Eddie. And they live off on that peninsula that you see in the distance. So we'll be driving out there later on with Kathi and Eddie, and perhaps we'll be taking a tour of the other side of the bay, the north side of the bay, which we see ahead of us. You'll also notice indistinctly there is a nice mountain on that side of the bay. We're driving through probably the primary downtown El Centro de
Chile.
Con Eddie y Kathi.
Hello.
Hi.
Restaurante con especialidades en pescados, fish, y mariscos. Empanadas.
Seafood.
Mejor.
Cheese and
Seafood.
cheese and fish.
Yeah. Yes.
Pescado con queso.
Yes.
Queso cheese.
This is a really good restaurant, La Perla del Pacífico.
Sí. The pearl of the Pacific.
They
See?
sell the best empanadas queso camarón, which is cheese and
Mushroom?
no.
Oh, shrimps. That's shrimp, right? Camarón.
Right.
Sí.
Champiñones.
Pero nosotros vegetarianos,
Sí.
Mushrooms. ¿Cómo se dice mushrooms?
Champiñones.
Champion y olivios. Olives?
We have olives at home.
Olives and mushrooms y olivio, champion y queso, empanadas muy delicioso.
Muy rico.
Rico, sí. Rico.
We are celebrating that in 1410,
1410.
Christopher Columbus came here.
1492, Christopher Columbus sailed the ocean blue.
And,
Yes, sí.
¿Y qué más?
And discovered
Creía que venía a la India y llega a
Nuevo India.
Yeah, and he thought he came to India, but he came to
Sí.
America. So that's what they are celebrating.
In the United Sí.
The race del lago, acá.
Este es el río Aconcagua.
That's
Río Aconcagua que desemboca en el mar a 500 metros más hacia el oeste. Allá.
Yeah, so that's the...
Gracias.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Explain.
It's called Ancaragua. What is-
Ancaragua.
Aconcagua.
Yeah. And another 500 meters over there,
Sí.
it goes into the ocean.
And how far up does it go? Away from ocean.
Hasta ¿dónde
La
llega?
cordillera de los Andes. Nace en la cordillera
Oh,
de los
yeah.
Andes.
All the way to the Andes?
Yes.
Allá.
Yes.
Este es el sector, el inicio de lo que es Quintero.
Yeah, that's
Quintera.
the beginning of Quintero, which
Sí.
is a province
Welcome to Quintero.
in Chile.
Oh, a new province, like estados
Yes.
in U.S.?
Well,
Sí.
no, not
Comuna.
a state, a community.
Community. Oh,
Yes.
a community.
It's a pretty rural...
Farms
yes.
and rural, sí.
Yes.
Camino siempre bordea la costa.
Yeah, all the way, it goes next to the coast.
That's
And now
so
we're
sad.
going to the pueblo,
Ya,
our pueblo, where
Sí.
we always go and buy stuff.
And a parada, bus stop.
Yes,
Sí.
if we don't want to go to a big supermarket in
Uh-huh.
Concon, we go here and buy stuff here. Now we're gonna go and get some bread,
Sí.
and yeah, that's a little almacén, it's
A
called.
mini mercado.
Mini market.
Sí.
Fútbol, cancha de fútbol.
Yes. There they play football every Sunday.
Sí.
Yeah.
Pista karting, hay horse
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 race. Sí,
yes.
caballos.
parapente,
And you can fly in the air. I don't know what that is called. Paragliding.
Paraglide,
Yes.
sí.
And paintball over here on the right.
Sí.
ahí hay
Actividades.
Actividades.
Sí. Para la visitores y
Yes.
locales.
It's like a little island over there.
Ajá.
And by the way, that's bread, artisanal bread.
See,
That's all handmade.
handmade.
Yes.
The National Preserve of Chile. It's got sand dunes and there's lots of trees growing, scrub trees growing along the water. So it's supposed to be very large.
Yeah, and you can go in with an all-wheel drive vehicle.
Ah, see.
We did that once.
You did that.
Yeah, okay. Return.
Yeah. Now we're going home.
Okay, so I see the trails out there. So there's trails out there for four-wheel drives and for motorcycles.
Looks like the one in Oregon, the sand dunes.
Sand dunes in Oregon, yes, along the coast. But they're in Chile.
Yes, we're in Chile.
So again, here we are. There's the dunes and the sign, Rosada del Parque. You can see there's some estuaries, Rias down there. You can see the sand.
The sign in English, bird watching.
And there is bird watching here for those who...
Yeah, he just said when we're going up north,
See?
he's gonna take us along the coast.
Along
and he's
the
gonna
coast.
take us because he's been to the valley like 10 times.
Oh, see.
So he will take us a beautiful way, not just highway.
And there's another Más Distante Vista de Concon right there in the distance. And once again, here's the recreational center. We're heading back to take a left and head up the hills from this location to get up to Kathi and Eddie's cabana.
We are going up the hill now,
And?
getting closer to our home.
There we are.
Yes.
And we're up probably about 100 meters, 100 meters.
¿Cuántos metros estamos arriba?
See?
Yeah, 100.
And the security of property seem to be a bit of an issue here in Chile. Most of the places you stay will have a gate. We have a gate outside the A-frames. So apparently there's some opportunistic crime here on
and
occasion. Yeah.
and for the dogs, because there's so many stray dogs.
Stray dogs.
Yes.
Go ahead and say it.
Hola.
Hola.
Ah, hola, ¿es usted una pequeña serpiente chilena?
Sí.
Ah, no, inofensiva, no hace nada.
A garden snake. We would call it a garden snake. No venom, no fangs, eats insects. See? I was expecting a long driveway, but apparently... Bye! I'm being dropped off. Adios! Oh. Hola, hola, buenas tardes. I saved your spot. I saved your spot. It's a bit overcast today. There's probably a lot of evaporation coming off the ocean. The ocean is very still today. We saw kayakers out along the coast. And they would wend themselves among the rocks. Many of them were not expert kayakers, so they were having some difficulty navigating the rocks. But most of them managed to do it relatively well. We saw that from the Hotel Eddison. Many places have these reservoirs. They load up on water while it's inexpensive, because in the high season, when this population swells, how much does it swell in the high season, Kathi?
I have no idea.
But I think millions of, the population like doubles or triples during the high season, right?
Yeah, there's
And the strain on the resources here, electricity and water, gets to be fairly serious. Okay, we're walking along here, and what we've been told is that Kathi does have some difficulties navigating the stairs, and Eddie put together this very, very simple walkway and handles, handrail, out of native materials that he just located along the property here, so that Kathi can proceed down the stairs with a handhold so she doesn't need to be assisted. And they have a pool. So as opposed to the A-frames, which are rather unorthodox for this part of Chile, the cabana here is far more traditional. Although the construction materials traditionally would be stone, wouldn't they? And brick. And this one is made out of, looks like wood construction. And here we go. Sun's getting low. Saturday afternoon, the 6th of October. Down below us is the town of Quintera. It's not nearly as developed, much more in a traditional type of town here in Chile. You can see off in the distance, of course, is the ocean, the bay, and the park that lies between Quintera and the bay. Off in the far distance is two of the major population centers associated with Colma. Many condos. And here's an example of the kinds of conventional, traditional cabanas that people can stay in when they're visiting the area during the high and low season.
Okay.
Esta es la vista hacia la desembocadura del río Aconcagua en el mar. Allá.
See?
Yeah, so that's the view to the river.
Araucaria, árbol de los monos.
That's the monkey tree thing.
Ah,
What is it called
see,
in
monkey
English?
puzzle tree.
Yes.
Monkey puzzle.
And it grows 3 centimeters a year.
Oh.
So that one is
Ara-
about,
Araucaria.
¿cuántos años tendrá?
See, a fast-growing tree.
Like 50 years old.
And we're heading next, before dropping us off back at the
¿Dónde vamos
A-frames, Punta Arena, Quintera.
Punta de piedra.
And you said there might be some raw milk?
Yes. If we get lucky, we
If
can
we're
buy
lucky.
some raw milk.
Raw milk.
Yes. ¿Cierto? Leche.
Leche.
This is a rendezvous motel. It's just down the street from where we just were. Couples come here and rent by the hour. We're now driving along in a valley, actually.
Este
On a
lugar
two-lane road.
se llama Las Gaviotas.
Las Capiotas. And there must be a stream down below,
Y
right?
ahí están las vertientes, que
See?
caídas de agua.
And we just passed a mushroom farm.
Yeah.
So we can smell
Well, you
it.
can still smell the
¿Cachoeras
mushrooms
también?
farm.
¿Cascadas?
Cajilla de leche, how would you say? ¿Cómo
The
se
Milky
dice?
Way. We've been looking
Via,
for the
via,
Milky Way.
via de leche. No,
Vía de
via
la leche.
Vía
de
Láctea.
Vía Láctea. Vía Láctea de la Tierra.
Porque lácteo
Lácteo.
en español también es leche,
Leche.
milk, yogurt, queso.
Sí.
Eso es lácteo.
See? Ah,
También
Todo.
we were talking earlier about what you call the
La
Milky
palabra
Way down here in South
tiene
America.
dos
It's the
significados.
Via de Lácteo, which is a Roman word
Así
for
como
milk.
lácteo de las estrellas y lácteo de...
Mountain we've been seeing from Colma is right beside us on the right here.
Tranque natural.
Look
can
at the
see it.
horses and everything.
Caballos, horses, beautiful pastures and fields. And the name of the mountain again was
Cerro Mauco.
Cerro Malco. And there's some standalone ponds because this area has a high perk rate. So the water just comes out of the ground.
Eucalyptus trees.
Lots of eucalyptus trees, very much like California in that way. It is very California-esque. With the mountains, of course, you can see off in the distance there.
Y ahí está el puente.
See? And the clouds are beginning to form over the mountains, so the weather could change. We've now entered a very improved road. It looks like we're heading east. Where does this road go, or
¿Qué dirección vamos?
Vamos en dirección
direction?
hacia el este.
Este.
Yeah,
Este.
And where would it go?
Colmo. Vamos.
Colma?
Colmo.
Colma.
Colmo.
It's a small town?
Son olivos.
That's
aceitunas.
olives over there. Olive tree.
Olive trees.
And the word for olive is
Aceituna.
Aceituna. Just got to remember tuna. Aceituna. Yeah, the road's in very good condition. And we're heading basically inland now, right? Towards the Andes?
Yes.
See. I think we're entering the town of Colma now. It looks like it's a big fruit and vegetable growing area. El Centro. We're back at the rail track here, which is just for freight transport. There's no passenger transport on here.
just past a lemon orchard.
We passed a lemon orchard, and there were various fruiting trees as well, as I understand. So we are definitely in what might be considered a bit of a fruit basket
Oh
area
yes,
along
all
the
of
coast.
Chile is a fruit basket.
All of Chile is a fruit basket.
It is. If you go down south, you
Mhm.
find kiwi trees, you find apple trees, like along the highway.
Kiwis.
Yes,
in Chile.
kiwis. Yes. Cierto?
We did
Kiwi.
not know that.
Kiwi. And Chile.
And now we're crossing the river again because it was
Yes, that's
kind
our
of
river again.
It was-
Aconcagua, Rio Aconcagua.
Aconcagua.
park for tenters. Looks like also I see a few vans out there, but there's not many recreational vehicles in South America, are there? Trailers, RVs,
Compared to the U.S.
compared to no.
Yes.
We just put a couple of gallons of gas in
Motel.
Eddie's car here, and it ran about $6.50 a gallon.
San Francisco.
So gas here in Chile is fairly expensive, but as Kathy pointed out, it's less expensive than it is in Europe.
Yes. It's a
Which
lot
has-
cheaper here. For me
you-
as a German.
Are you mostly paying tax? In Europe, you're mostly paying taxes on the gas,
Yes,
right?
yes.
What about here? Is it mostly just the cost of the gas?
Acá cómo va la cosa con la gasolina cuando uno paga, ¿son muchos impuestos o es solo el precio de la gasolina?
No,
¿Lo sabes?
es casi el 40% es impuesto.
40% is taxes in Chile.
In Chile, 40%. Wow. Which means at 40%, it's, let's say $6.50 a gallon. You're paying about $4 just for the gasoline.
Chickens by the road.
Superaste el impuesto.
Yeah.
$4 a gallon for gas, and another $2.50 for tax. It's more along the lines of what we should be paying in the States because of the effects on the environment, but the United States being such a car culture, people would go up in arms. Trees to the right are avocados.
An avocado in Spanish, or in Chile they call them ratas.
Palta. Palta.
Paeta. We've just arrived at the dairy that has the raw milk.
¿No me podéis mandar un...? ¿Y cuándo vengo? ¿Cuándo puedo venir? Espera, espera. ¿Cuándo? Mañana como a la 1. Domingo igual. A la 1. ¿Ya cómo está el libro?
Kind of a charming little area here. The barrio. Apparently
El
they've
litro.
got some cows down there.
Ya, mañana a la 1. Ya. ¿Y no tenía unos litritos, 5 litritos por ahí, un fandeado? Ya, ya, compadre. Ya. Buena.
Muy bien, gracias. Buenas tardes. Well, we've just discovered that there's no milk available to dairy today, so there's a lot of sensible people around here who like raw milk.
Colmo de Concón.
Ah, as we drive off into the sunset from Colma, without the milk, we still get to appreciate some of the more pastoral locations outside of the beach with Bayou. This is Jeff, signing off. As the sun sets, we return to Las Cuatro Cabañas for the evening, having toured around parts of the beach area that we have yet to see. That included Quintera and Colma.